Well, from the US-Canada relationship, let's talk about the US-South Korea ties now. The United States has pulled back from another major military exercise with South Korea, raising fresh questions about deterrence on the Korean peninsula, as well as the real reason behind America's actions.
South Korea's Marine Corps say the United States has cancelled next month's Ssangyong amphibious landing exercise, citing limited U.S. troop availability due to the war in Iran. This latest decision comes just days after Washington shortened its annual Ulchi Freedom Shield exercise with South Korea. The drill was originally scheduled for 11 days. Instead, it ended after 5 days, with some field training scaled back.
President Donald Trump argued that the exercises were costly and sent what he called an inappropriate hostile message toward North Korea. That time, he also cited South Korea's refusal to help in the Iran war as the reason.
I called him, I said, would you like to give us a little hand? We don't need help with Iran, but if you'd like, give us a hand with Iran. He said, no thanks. And I said, wait a minute, we have 39,000 soldiers over there guarding you from Kim Jong-un, your next door neighbor, and you're not going to help us on a very easy military operation in Iran? That's strange.
However, many global analysts say the reported shortage of American troops and weaponry is the real reason for Donald Trump's decision. And the timing of these decisions matters on another account. Remember, the American view on peninsular security is important.
Also remember, North Korea remains heavily armed with nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles. And after the US-South Korean drills were reduced, North Korea fired 10 short-range ballistic missiles, essentially a reminder that Pyongyang has not responded to Washington's gesture with a clear of de-escalation.
Well, these drills are designed to keep American and South Korean forces practiced, coordinated, and ready to respond together. Repeated cancellations or reductions can save resources and potentially create space for diplomacy with North Korea, but they can also raise questions about readiness. South Korea, remember, needs American security to counter Kim Jong-un.
President Lee Jae-myung has repeatedly pushed for greater military independence for South Korea, including eventually bringing wartime operational control fully back to Seoul. But now his political standing is weakening. A new Real Meter poll puts Lee's approval at just 40.2%, which is a new low since he took office and the 6th consecutive week of decline. His disapproval rating climbed to 56.9%. The survey of 2,026 voters was conducted from August 18 to the 21st. Real Meter attributed the decline to growing public distrust, not just to domestic concerns such as housing policies, but security concerns as well, following the scaling back of the joint military exercises by President Trump.